Rolando Navarrete. Two-time champion comes out with Bazooka on his waistband, wearing the red trunks. Limón is 29 years old, 46, 11, and 2 with 34 knockouts. Choi is 13 and 1 with 12 knockouts. His only defeat to Rolando Navarrete, who he had in trouble early in the fight, then he was taken out late in the fight. Al, the question I have is, Limón has been in a lot of wars. He's 29 years old. Perhaps he's reaching the point where he may be a little floored.
Well, it can happen at any time in a fighter's career, and you're right. His last 3 or 4 fights have been wars, as his crowd picks up the chant for Bazooka Limón. At any time, he could go, and Choi's the kind of puncher who could indeed be the one to put him out.
You heard the introduction of Cornelius Boza Edwards here at ringside, who is sitting right behind us. He's the #1 contender, the former champion. Gets a shot at the winner of this fight. Choi opens up with a right hand to the head.
And if there is a punch that's most important for Choi, it's that lead right. Limón, a southpaw, of course, the lead right, an important weapon. Another lead right by Choi.
By the way, when Edwards was introduced, he took a picture of Limón. Was he telling us something?
Wants to remember him as champion, maybe. Maybe he thinks Choi's going to win this fight.
We're halfway through the opening round. All eyes on the two fighters in the ring, and of course the third man is the referee, Richard Steele.
And Limón is a wide puncher. He does not shoot straight punches, and that leaves him open often for good straight shots, and that's why he gets hit so often.
Choi with the left hand, and his partisan fans react to it right away.
And this Olympic Auditorium has quite a few of his fans who have come here from Korea, hoping that he can win this title.
And this fight is being televised live back to South Korea. We're in the last minute of the opening round. Choi is counterpunching extremely well. Limón really isn't into this fight yet.
Well, we have to remember this often happens. Limón often takes a beating in the early rounds and then comes back to wear down his opponent a little bit later. So don't be lulled too much by this quick showing.
Choi with a countering right hand after Limón finally tagged him with a right hook. Less than 30 seconds to go. Choi has a wide stance. He has long arms for his size. And we can see that he's had a lot of success here in the opening round by fighting from long range.
He wants to measure Limón with the jab and then shoot the straight right hand. It's that simple. And you can see in this first round already, Limón is often wild with his punches, and they're just looping wild punches.
A good opening round for the... At any rate, today, Limón 129, Choi was 130 pounds. This is round 2, scheduled for 15.
Well, there you see, I scored the first round for Choi, 10-9. He certainly did the more effective work. Again, let me remind you, often Limón starts out slow in fights. Against Navarrete, when he won the title back, he was way behind on the scorecards when he knocked him out later in that fight.
Everything Choi does is applauded by as many fans here at the Olympics. And he is fighting on Limón's turf.
And much has been made of Bazooka Limón's allegedly dirty tactics in the ring. Good right hand by Choi. The fact is, in his last fight against Navarrete, he fought a relatively clean fight. And, you know, he's told us he'll do what it takes to win. And he's even hinted that if that is slightly outside the bounds of the rules, he'll do it.
Choi disdaining the corner, spins away. He wants Limón in the center of the ring. He wants to fight from long range, and he just hit a glancing blow with the right hand.
And referee Richard Steele might become an important figure in this fight if Limón goes to those tactics. Steele has a lot of experience, 22 title fights he's refereed, including the Holmes Spinks fight. So he's a man with a lot of experience in it. Good left hand by Choi.
Halfway through round number 2. Choi with a right-left combination, and he is quick with those hands. Limón trying to get closer.
Well, Choi is a straight, sharp puncher, and those are the kind of people that give Limón trouble, like Cornelius Boza Edwards did.
Right hand lead by Choi, and he smacks him on the chin, comes up with a left hook and smacks him on the chin as well. So 2 good blows by Choi with about a minute to go in round number 2. And Choi is throwing darts. He doesn't miss often.
Well, he had Navarrete in all kinds of trouble in the first 5 rounds of that fight. And Limón, as I said, a slow starter, so this is to be expected from Choi.
Ever since Alexis Argüello moved up in weight and left this division, the championships exchanged hands 3 times. Limón, the 2-time champion, defending here against Choi, who's looking sharp. Right to the body by Choi. Limón continues to chase it. Right hand lead by Choi on the mark. The red lights are on. Final seconds, round 2.
That's indicative of what we may see throughout this fight.
We're into round 3, scheduled for 15. Rafael Bazooka Limón in the red. Chung Choi in the white. And Limón finally gets off with a left hand that caught Choi and drove him back a couple of steps. Choi was there first again with a right hand lead. There's a right hand lead to the stomach. Obviously, that's a strategy, Al. He wants to get off first before Limón can unleash his artillery.
Well, and if you make Limón fight defensively, you've really won most of the battle because he is not the kind of fighter that fights well going backwards. And if he's thinking too much about getting hit, he's got a problem because he needs to wade in, throw those wild shots, and just come at you from every angle. He's not done that so far.
And Limón does not sidestep the charge that he's a dirty fighter. And there you see him holding and hitting with the other hand. He says, I have a family, I want to be champion, and I'll do whatever it takes to win. Choi with a good countering right hand. Choi with a right left to the head of Limón.
And this fight is heating up as we thought. Limón sticks his tongue out at Choi. And interestingly, leading up to this fight, Limón has been much more sedate and less provocative in his comments than he normally is. He is known before a fight to say some outrageous things about his opponent. That has been absent before this fight.
But Choi is a cool customer. Very accurate boxer. Limón trying to intimidate here in this round. First by holding and hitting with one hand, then sticking his tongue at him.
And he brought a smile from Richard Steele's face when he stuck his tongue out.
Once again, Choi with a lead right and then a left. And they were lightning punches. There's no question that Choi has the quicker hand speed, but it takes a lot more to win a fight, especially to take a title away from a champion like Limón.
Let me tell you, you can beat up Bazooka Limón for round after round, but sometime he will come back unless you put him out.
Navarrete had Limón in big trouble, but Bazooka came back to win the title. Pretty soon I expect to see an elbow by Limón in Choi's face, or perhaps a low blow. Trying to get Choi distracted, trying to get him off his fight plan.
He'll do that, as you point out, just to unnerve Choi, because Choi is methodical so far in this ring.
Another right-hand lead by Choi. Limón has been tagging Choi in this round, but once again, the South Korean has been on the mark with several punches. Choi continues to move away from Limón's periphery of power. We'll be back with more. Round 4 scheduled for 15. Limón in the red, Choi in the white. Al, how do you have it scored so far?
Well, I've scored all 3 of those first rounds for Chung Choi. I thought he won all of them.
Limón just walked into a lead right. Takes another lead right, but on the throat again, not on the chin. Choi with 2 chopping right hands. Right on the chin of Limón. Notice how Choi is keeping his distance. Another right-hand lead and then a left. And the South Korean is starting to drill the champion.
On the outside, Bazooka Limón is no match for Choi in terms of hand speed or defense. And there we see some of the pulling tactics, and Steele gives a warning to both men, although I don't know why he was warning Choi.
Watch carefully for the lead right by Choi. He's trying to offset Limon's charge with a lead right. Classic way to fight a southpaw.
And Limon is the kind of southpaw because he fights you with such an open stance that you can even set that right hand up with the jab, which you can't always do against southpaws.
Limon misses badly with the left hand. He is a far better fighter at close range. Choi is keeping him away. Another right hand lead by Choi, right on the butt, and another one. Choi with another lead right hand, 3 in a row. Limon sticks his tongue at Choi, and the South Korean responds with a right to the belly.
This fight is almost a replay of Limon's fight against Navarrete. Almost an exact replica.
Another right hand by Choi. The South Korean building up an early lead here as he challenges the WBC's junior lightweight champion, or if you will, super featherweight, Rafael Bazooka Limón. Less than a minute to go, and Limón connects. Choi comes back with 2 right hands.
Limón has been so sluggish over these first few rounds. Now he's motioning to Choi, come ahead and hit me. Well, Chung Choi's happy to oblige.
I think he's also saying, why don't you come inside with me?
No dice.
I'm sure Limon would like to take Choi out in the alley and beat him up, but Choi's going to use all of his 20-foot ring. Notice how he keeps away from the rope. A right hook by the champion. Less than 30 seconds to go in the round. Choi with all kinds of lateral movement. And now Limon bangs the body. Choi with 2 right hands. Choi with another right hand, and he can sting. The red lights are on. Final seconds. You're watching Saturday Night at the Fight. 5 at the Olympic in Los Angeles. Sal Marciano, Al Bernstein, ringside as we present to you the junior lightweight championship between the title holder, Bazooka Limón, and the challenger, Chung Choi of South Korea. Now, over the first 4, there's no doubt that Choi has established the fact that he's an expert boxer and a hard hitter. Limon doesn't like fighting him from long range and wants to get at Choi at close quarter.
And even though Choi has been dominant, the action at the end of that 4th round is an indication of the kind of fight Limon wants to lure him into. They were both flailing away wildly at each other, and it was an alley brawl, and that's what Limon wants.
Choi is actually dictating the style of this fight, and that is from long range as he stays away from the ropes and keeps Limon in the center of the ring. Limon not doing a great job of cutting off the ring, P.S.
Well, that has never been a strong suit either, and Choi is giving him a lot of lateral movement, and this is not a boxer's ring. But then again, Choi is not a boxer. He's a boxer puncher. He just wants to give you the movement, set up, and then hit you from a different angle.
There's that lead right hand that missed this time, but it's been his best punch. Choi connects with a lead right, and Bazooka Limón continues to take here. Takes another lead right to the stomach.
You know, Chung Choi is made for this division. The 3 top men, Limon, Edwards, and Navarrete are all southpaws, and he's got that great lead right, and it almost beat Navarrete.
Choi changing up here, going to the body with that lead right the last 2 times he got off. Limon with the left hand. Choi stays in the corner and drills him with a right and spins out.
And when Limon does land a punch and starts an assault, Choi does the right thing. He punches back, and he just landed an excellent combination. You can't let Limon get you going backwards for any extended period of time in a fight, because he will eat you alive.
Twice, the champion has stuck his tongue out at Choi. Choi's doing his talking with his fist. Second, round 5. Right hand by Choi. And Choi now has a bump on his right cheekbone. We'll watch that closely for you. It is not a cut, it is a bump. right hand by Choi. Navarrete digs a shot to the belly. We'll be back with round 6.
Punishment, but as we head into the 6th round, I think we may see him make his own kind of fight in the middle rounds of this fight. Let's see if it happens.
You don't get to be champion by just taking, and Limón has proven himself as a champion twice. So there's a long way to go in this one. It's the 6th round. So far, the challenger has done very well. Another lead right hand, the beginning of really a one-sided exchange. I mean, Bazooka with nothing in retaliation.
Well, there's the scoring. I've got Choi ahead, winning all 5 of the first rounds. Hard to imagine how you could take any of those away from him. Now you can see, though, that Limón has closed the distance a little bit, and in my opinion, if he starts flailing away with both hands, he may do some good for himself. There we go to the body. And a good jab by Limón.
Right uppercut by Choi. Choi with a right-hand lead, and that sent back Limón a couple of steps. We were told that Choi has perhaps the best right hand of the division, and he's proving it tonight.
It is a devastating weapon, and only Bazooka Limón's granite chin, and he has one, is preventing him from going down from any of those shots. Blood from the nose of Limón.
As Choi draws first blood, the champion now bleeding from the nostril. We're halfway through round 6. Choi with another lead right. That split the gloves and tagged the champion right on the nose. Limón takes a right hand and now complains that he was butted, and there is blood coming from his scalp. Blood coming from the champion's scalp. And the referee, Richard Steele, takes a timeout here and asks the ring doctor to come in.
Well, that came from a charge from Limón. Limón charged in with his head up and ran into Choi as they take a look at that cut. I don't think that could be construed intentional on Choi's part or Limón's.
Time back in here in the 6th round. We've got a little over a minute to go. Limón with the left hand as Choi was caught on the rope, and that hasn't happened very often up till now.
And that blood has simply woken Limón up. He's letting it all hang out now.
The champion, Limón, with a face of crimson. He's got a bleeding nose, and he's bleeding from the scalp because of an accidental butt. Of course, you have to wonder if that's going to impair his vision as the fight grows older.
And here's where we will see the Bazooka Limón that is most effective. He will just wade in and be as wild as he can, hoping to land one of those unorthodox shots.
Choi, the challenger, throwing right-hand leads like Nolan Ryan throws a fastball. He is on the plate in the strike zone, tagging the champion repeatedly. Another right-hand lead by Choi. Limón, of course, right there. The champion is touching. Another right-hand lead by Choi, and every time he does it, the crowd erupts.
And that last one hurt him.
So rapid with right-hand lead. Excellent round for the challenger as Limón goes. The challenger is no question about it, outscoring the champion. We're in round 7, scheduled for 15. Remember, they'll use the 10-point must system. Limón does some body work. Yes, they were at close quarters, and that's why he was able to succeed. But Choi is dictating the style of this fight. Limón accidentally hits the referee with the left hand.
Richard Steele has a tough job in this match, I'll tell you that much.
Steele was smiling. He took the blow, no problem.
He's a former light heavyweight himself, so he's taken a few of those shots.
Now, Choi must be purposeful here. He must maintain his poise and continue to fight the champion the way he has over the first 6 rounds.
Limón is ever dangerous, and remember, Choi burnt out against Navarrete. He had him hurt, but he burnt out in the later rounds, and that was when Navarrete came on and knocked him out. So Choi may have some problem in going to 15-round distance.
He's gone 10 rounds once. Otherwise, he has scored knockouts. That was the split.
And Bazooka Limón was also tempted to hit Choi while he was down, but thankfully refrained.
Limón with the lead left hand, but he saw Choi duck away. Another lead right hand by Choi. Blood continues to come out of the nose of the champion. Limón chasing Choi all over the ring, repeatedly being caught with right-hand lead.
And Choi mixes it up with a right to the body.
We're halfway through round 7.
And in this round, Limón has untracked his jab, an important weapon for him because it'll help him set up that looping left hand.
Two big left hands by Limón, and Choi went down because of a body shot on the right side. He's in deep trouble and feeling counted. He got up at 8. Referee Steele holding off Limón. So the champion has put the challenger down. And down goes Choi again because of a body shot. He's in big trouble. The count is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Up at 9. He just beat the count, but Choi is in deep trouble. Body shots have really hurt him. The South Korean is game. Limón going for the body. And Richard Steele stops the fight. Limón successfully defends his title with a TKO in the 7th round. He was way behind in the story, but the champion pulls it out.
Just when things look darkest for Bazooka Limón, I said he may come back. The question is, did any of those body shots land low? Perhaps we'll get a look at it on the replay when we get a chance, but it looked like those were legal body shots. Tremendous left hand to the